Hi guys, in this class we will learn about web development. What is web development? You know that in the previous class we have discussed about web designing, and also I share different skill about web designing. So in this class I will share what is web development and also different skill you have to learn if you want to become a web developer. So web development is referred to develop or to build any functionality, not designing any functionality in a website using any programming language, for example PHP, Python, other also, and you need to work with database. So database is very important one. This is a separate skill. You have to create a database in which you need to store different information, and when you store that information in a database, you can also perform different operation on that data. For example, deleting data, updating data, getting or inserting data, and other also searching, and other also different operations you can perform on the data. So different skill also I share with you. But the person who have a web development skill, that is a web developer. Web developer is a person who know about web development skill and also fundamental web designing skills. For example, these are different functionality example that a website may have. So getting data from the database and to display that data to the user as front end. So getting data from the database means when you create a database, and in a database your data is stored in a table form, in a row and column form. For example, you create a database of a school and you store student information. So you can perform different operations. For example, in a database you can insert student record. In a database you can update student record, you can delete student record, you can view student record. Different operations you can perform on a student record when you store that student record in a database table. Another is a chat functionality in the website, searching and filtering system, calculating system, and more. These are different example about a different functionality and development in the website. So I will share with you different skill you need to learn if you want to become a web developer. So one of them is a HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. These are fundamental skills that also refer to a web designing, but these are very basic and fundamental. If you want to become a web developer, you need to learn this skill also. Another is any programming language like PHP, Python, C Sharp, C++, other also. So it is very important one. This is optional, but very important if you know HTML and CSS. But this is very important and required to learn any programming language if you want to become a web developer. Another is a database skill, SQL, logical mind, problem solving skill. So these are different skill you have to learn if you want to become a web developer. But these are very important. These are very important if you want to become a web developer. You can learn these skill also. But any programming language, database skill, SQL is very important one. Also HTML and CSS. SQL is a structured query language that is used to communicate with database. So in this class we learn about web development, also different skill that need to become a web developer. And in the previous class we discussed about web designing and different skill that need to learn a web designing.